welcome to the Reluctant Knitter podcast. My name is Adrienne. I am the Reluctant Knitter, and I haven't done this in over 2 years. So, if you're new, thank you for checking me out. And if you are returning, I'm shocked. So there you go. I'm shocked you even remember me. I'm shocked I even remember how to do this. Where you can find me, I'm on Instagram as The Reluctant Knitter, on Ravelry as Reluctant Knitter, and I think that's it. I think that's where I'm at. It is so nice to be with you guys again. I mean, that's a little bit of an overstatement. It's not that it's not nice to be with you guys again. It's just weird, and I'm not sure, and that's it. So if you are a longtime viewer, you'll know that this channel used to be my sister and I, and then it was me and my two sisters, and then it was just my sister, and then it was just me, and then it was nothing for a really long time. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a rebrand. I think I'm gonna change the channel to The Reluctant Knitter, because I've been doing it solo for a really long time. My sister, it actually hasn't been 2 years because I did do an episode with my sister not that long ago. But I don't know if she's like too into like doing it on a regular basis, and it's probably just gonna be just me. I mean, I would love to do some like special episodes and stuff with her, which would be great, but if I'm gonna do it regularly and consistently, it will probably be just me. So to save on confusion for any new people, instead of calling it the Reluctant Sisters podcast, I'm just gonna call it the Reluctant Knitter podcast. It's not because I don't love her, don't want her with me, because I do. So that's that. I also think I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm toying around with a couple of things. I did do a couple of videos called Knit Chat Chow, which I really liked, but I do think that people do like podcasts as well. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to do 2 videos a month. One is a podcast, one is a Knit Chat Chow, and then maybe a couple bonus episodes here and there, because I do want to do Vlogtober. I am going to Rhinebeck, so I want to do a Rhinebeck vlog. I am going on vacation to the Outer Banks next month, so I think I might, if I take some footage there, might do a little vacation vlog. So maybe I'll upload some extra videos as well, if I want to, if I'm doing anything interesting. Sure. That's my plan. Let me know what you think. Comment below, like and subscribe. It's not that I don't care if you don't like and subscribe, but I just feel like I try to like videos, but whatever. I don't know. I'm probably gonna pop up on a bunch of people that have like subscribed, and I'm probably gonna get like a bunch of unsubscribers and be like, oh, I forgot about her, and then like unsubscribe. It's totally cool. It's fine. I don't want to say I don't care, because it makes me sound like I don't care about people who like watching me. I care about the people who like watching me. I don't care about the people. I'm gonna cut all that. I'm just not gonna get so focused on like who's liking and subscribing and growing my channel. It's cool if it grows, it's cool if it doesn't. I hope that works, me saying that. I hope it works. It's been a while. I think I said my name is Adrienne. I did. I live in Connecticut with my husband and my 2 kids, a Great Dane named Elizabeth Bennett, who's 6 years old, and a cat who's 2, and his name is Atticus Finch. That's no disrespect to people who actually have kids. I realize pets are different than children. I do. I totally do. I have a lot of FOs, actually. I have 1 whip. I am drinking the New England Millennial Girls signature drink, hours old, watered down iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. If you know, you know. Let's get started. What I'm wearing is a new FO. It's cast off pretty freshly. It is the Damask sweater by Marie-Amélie Designs. It is on Ravelry. I actually believe it's a free pattern. It's like a 3/4 length sleeve, like oversized kind of sweater. It is fingering weight yarn, so it's nice and light. I think it'll be good for like summer evenings, you know, days cooling off going into fall. So I'm excited about it. I'm not gonna stand up and show you because I'm wearing sweatpants and it took me forever to get my camera where I wanted it. So this is knit out of Happy Little Yarn. I don't know if you know her, Amy from Happy Little Yarn. She has a podcast. I think that she dyed yarn at some point, and she did a de-stash not too long ago, and I way overbought yarn from her de-stash. Her taste is great in yarn, so what can I say? She had a lot of stuff I wanted to buy, but this was actually, I think, dyed by her, so it doesn't have like a, I don't think she came up with a color. It didn't have a colorway on it. I didn't even have a tag on it, but it was a sweater's quantity. I actually have like three skeins and a little bit left. So I'm trying to think. Did I wind up? I think I caked up 3 skeins. I think I caked up 3 skeins, so it used just over 2. I can't remember what size I made. I'm really sorry, but I did a gauge swatch and then I liked the gauge. And so what I did was some math to figure out with ease what size sweater I wanted to wear. So, let me think. I also messed up. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that this is supposed to have 4 repeats. No, 3 repeats and almost a whole other repeat. And so I did that on one sleeve, and then on another sleeve, I only did 3 repeats. So one sleeve was longer than the other, which I thought I blocked incorrectly. So, yeah, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself. I don't know if that bothers people. I'm sorry. I'm totally out of practice. So instead of tearing back the cuff and then re-knitting or knitting a whole repeat and re-knitting the cuff, I just tore back the repeat and re-knit the cuff. Because I'm actually short as well. I'm only 5'1", so if I did a whole other one, it would have been like more like a bracelet length, which I would have pulled the sleeves up anyway. I just think time-wise, it was just something, correcting my mistake in that way was something I could wrap my head around more than correcting it to the way the pattern is written. So it's a little modified. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. My next FO you would have seen on my Instagram. I haven't taken pictures of this yet. I don't have Ravelry pages, project pages for these, because I just feel like it just takes too much time. I just don't feel like making project pages. Do you guys like project pages? Do you guys go to It's really funny because I sometimes rely heavily on people's project pages, because some people are very detailed, which I'm grateful for, as far as like gauge and modifications and things like that. I am not that detailed, so I just feel like all it's really going to show is like my yarn and what size I knit and my gauge. So, well, I guess if I was like a little better about yardage too, that would be helpful for some people. So I don't know. I'm not really on Ravelry. I'm not. It is what it is. I think a lot of people aren't on Ravelry anymore. I think there's still a lot of people on Ravelry, but I'm not on Ravelry. I also don't have any, I'm not going to do show notes for this episode. Let me know if you really like show notes and you really want show notes. I will do them. But I don't know how many people really use them. So my next FO, this is the Woolen Honey sweater. This is showing up like way more orange. It's like a little less, I'm sorry, I shouldn't cover my mouth. It's a little less bright than this. It's a little more muted. But this is the Woolen Honey sweater, and I'm like, you can't see the stitch pattern. Girl, it's inside out. That's better. This is the Woolen Honey sweater by Andrea Mowry. Drea Renee Knits is, I think, her like company name that she designs under. Anyway, so it is a garter stitch, top down I don't know. Does that mean it's raglan? I don't know. I mean, I've only been knitting for like a while. I don't know stuff. But anyway, top down. And then it has like these slip stitches that make a honeycomb. And what I really like about it too is that it's like an uneven honeycomb. So it's not, you know, it's not like straight across. It's actually very cool. It hasn't been cool enough to wear this yet. I thought maybe I could wear it places inside where there's air conditioner, but I just have not done so yet. But I enjoyed knitting it. It was a very easy pattern to understand. And I really liked the yarn I used. So the suggested yarn was Brooklyn Tweed, which is a little stiff. So in her project on Ravelry, on her pattern page, it doesn't look as drapey. So I picked this. I bought this at Rhinebeck a few years ago. This is CC's wool, and it is 100% superwash merino. So it's actually very, very drapey. It's a fingering weight, and the colorway is honeybee. How fun is that? I did wool and honey and honeybee. Cute. But so I really like the drape of it actually. And if you want to head over to my Instagram and see the photos that I made of it or posted of it, you can see. But I love it. I'm not sure if I used the same, like the recommended ease. Sometimes the recommended ease is like 40 inches. And I'm like, no thanks. So I actually don't even remember. And then I alternated skeins, but then I didn't alternate skeins on this sleeve. So you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it on here with the lighting that I have, but you can kind of see it in more natural lighting. That like it's a little bit darker, but I think when it's on, I don't think it's so bad. I've asked a few people, they're probably just telling me it's fine and I'm walking around with one dark sleeve, but that's what I did. And that's how it turned out. My next FO is the Stormy Sky shawl. This is by Life is Cozy, I think is her name. This is also a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm gonna try to show you the side. This side, because I actually dropped a stitch and I didn't fix it yet, and so I have like a pin. I'll just show you because now I'm talking about it. I wore it and then realized that I dropped a stitch and didn't have a safety pin with me to like hook it up, so I used like a pin, and it's powered by pizza. Which is true. I love pizza. It's one of my favorite foods and I can eat it almost every day. Anyways, this is Stormy Sky. It's gigantic, and I knit this with a couple of friends. I'm actually not sure if Amy did it. I said Amy already from Happy Little Yarn, and Andrea from the Cat Lady channel. She also dyes yarn, Cat Lady, and that's all she does right now, dye yarn, and has a channel. So we're all going to Rhinebeck together. Unfortunately, Amy cannot go, which is extremely disappointing. But Andrea and I are still going, and so we knit this to be kind of twinsies. She knit it in her own hand-dyed yarn, Andrea, and I knit this in Spun Right Round. I think the colorway was Tangy. I'm not sure the base. I'm sorry, it is fingering weight, but I'm not exactly sure if they have different fingering weight bases. I'm sorry, I didn't write that down or save the ball band. I gave the leftovers to my sister. It has little tassels, which is the only shawl that I have that has tassels on it. And I used, tell me that's not another. Okay, it's just a pull. It has these really cool drop stitches, which is very cool, but can get caught on things. I used 2 skeins, so it's gigantic. So, but I like it because it's big, but it is also light, so it's not like super bulky when you put it all around. And I'm done with that. My next FO is a crochet doll. I was asked to test crochet this doll. This is the Mandy doll. It is huge. When I saw the pattern, I did not realize it was going to be this big. This is by a designer in Botswana. Her name is Maungo, I think is how you say it. Maungo Lacage. I put a French accent on it because I used to speak some French, so it might not be said that way in Botswanan, but I can link her down below if you're interested in this. The pattern just came out. The recommended yarn is cotton, I believe DK weight, but I had a very hard time finding it. I was kind of asked last minute. I was worried about meeting the deadline, and so I kind of just got what was available. So I did use sugar and cream. I think I want to call it peaches and cream, but it's actually sugar and cream, which was a very wrong yarn choice. So please don't be like me. Don't use that. It killed my hands. I got trigger finger in my thumb from it, but the pattern was lovely. It was easy to understand. It had techniques that I have never done before, but also weren't too hard to learn. So it was a great pattern. Don't let the bad yarn choice make it seem like it was not good to crochet, because it was lovely. The cool thing is too, is these are like cornrows. So that was a very interesting technique that I'd never done before. And she includes a video in the pattern. It has just been released. She includes a video in the pattern on how to do that. She also, I don't think she did a video. Did she do a video? She might've done a video on how to do like the smile and the eyebrows and stuff, but don't quote me on that. But she is just so cute, and she has a little bag, and the dress is so cute in the back. It has these little crochet buttons. So the dress does come off. It's really so cute. So a friend of mine said that she knows a little girl who would just love it. So I'm actually just waiting for a box to come in from Amazon that will fit this so that I can mail it to her. If I don't get one in this next week, I'm just gonna get a flat rate box or something to mail it to her. She lives in West Virginia. Mandy, so cute. And she comes with a little bag. So that's that. My last FO is a pair of socks. I actually have not knit on a pair of socks in a really long time. I kind of got out of it. I mean, how many socks does one person need? I don't really feel like anybody was like asking me to knit any socks for them. So I kind of just got out of the thing of it. So, but I did knit these socks for a friend of mine. So these are the cup of tea socks, and I'm really sorry, I don't remember the designer, but I can put it on the screen. This, I believe, is also a free pattern. This is what it looks like on the blocker, and then I have one off the blocker to show you. But it has a heel flap and gusset, which I've only done a few times. It is actually top cuff down, which I don't generally do. I do like to do toe up, but when I'm knitting socks, I don't really do a lot of modification, especially with like stitch patterns like this, because if you change the direction of the way you're knitting it, this definitely would change. It would actually be the other direction. So I just did that. And I generally don't really love a heel flap, just because I don't love to knit on a heel flap. It's not like I have a problem with the fit or anything. So I normally do an afterthought heel, and I do the heel from Susan B. Anderson's Smooth Operator socks, which the pattern, you get the whole pattern. And I don't think it was expensive, and it was totally worth it for me. And that's the sock. That's the heel I usually use. It is not a true afterthought where you don't cut the yarn. You do knit in waste yarn, but it's super easy to follow. And I really, really love that afterthought heel. So that's generally what I do. But like I said, I don't generally modify patterns, sock patterns too much. I just don't want to mess with it and mess it up. So I did do the heel flap and gusset. So this is what it looks like flattened out on the front. I really like it. It's really cute. It's almost like the, isn't the monkey socks like this, kind of? So it has like not slip stitches, but knit stitches down the center. There's a couple of things that I didn't love about this, and I do believe the project page, there was a project page that I looked at that did modify it, but first thing is you arrange your stitches on 3 needles, and so your stitches are not arranged evenly. There's more stitches on your front needle, and then the back is on 2 needles. The reason why I didn't love that is because you do a lot of rearranging of your needles. So you have to rearrange for this. You have to rearrange when you do the toe. I forgot to rearrange for one of them. So I knit these in tandem on US size 1 double point needles. I do knit my socks 2 at a time. I'm afraid of second sock syndrome. So I knit in tandem. So basically I did one cuff, I did the other cuff, I did a repeat, a repeat, a repeat, a repeat. And then I did the whole heel, that kind of thing. So they got finished at the same time. So I didn't love all the rearranging of the stitches. It's really just twice. So if you don't care, that's cool. But it was a little annoying. The other thing that's interesting about this, and I don't know why, I really don't know why it's done this way. So I know that sometimes with a stitch pattern, the designer would like the ribbing to match up with the design of the sock if there's a design on the sock that has knits and purls. It doesn't look like it made that big of a difference for this. So if you look at the ribbing, it's like 2 by 1 by 2 by 1. It's like weird. It's like knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 1, purl 2. It's like very strange. Like it's not like a knit 2, purl 2 or knit 1, purl 1. So it's really weird, and I didn't feel like it made that big of a difference to match up with the pattern, to be honest with you. So that was another thing I didn't totally love. This is knit out of Once Upon a Corgi. She's not Once Upon a Corgi anymore. She's Plies and Hellhounds. And this was from the Office Mystery Yarn Club. It was, I think, 3 months. And this is on the ginger base, which is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold stellina. And the colorway is Then You Sneezed in My Tea. So fans of The Office may get that reference. Well, that's that. If I missed anything and you guys have any questions, please just comment below and I will respond. So now on to my one lonely whip, which is a pair of socks. So this is in my bag that my sister made. It is one of my favorite project bags. I just love the colors. I love the peacocks. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. I am knitting these. These are just vanilla socks. Vanilla socks. I'm knitting them 2 at a time. Magic loop. I haven't said this in so long. 2 at a time magic loop on US size 1 needles. And like I said, they're vanilla. So I will show you the yarn in just a second, but this is how far I am. I'm just past the toe. I cast these on because I thought I might be doing a knit chat chow, which I need something easy to do that with. And also I'm knitting these for my mother. She is allergic to wool, but I guess she can have wool socks now. But we were on vacation visiting my sister, one of my sisters in Washington State, and we went to Hobby Lobby and I saw this yarn, Cozy Toes by Yarn Bee. I think Yarn Bee is Hobby Lobby's brand. I don't love Hobby Lobby and I don't love to shop there all the time, but I do, and I did this time. I got these because this is, I believe, I'm not gonna say it now because I thought it was polyester, is that right? Acrylic, yeah, so it is. And then I was like, well, maybe it's cotton, so I didn't want to say. It's acrylic, 93% acrylic, 7% polyester, so 100% plastic. And I don't know, it just really felt like, it's like almost like stretchy. It's interesting, but it's very soft and it's not terribly shiny. It might be too shiny for some people. I know some people don't really like shiny, but and And then the other thing is my mother is very sensitive feet, so she does not like any kind of patterning. So she would never wear something like this. They bother her feet. So she only wants vanilla. And I thought these would be interesting because they're like self-patterning. So how cool is that for like a vanilla sock, you know? Interesting. So that's that. I have 40-inch circular needle for 2 at a time. That's it, guys. That's all I got. I can't believe this is really short. I'm only at 25 minutes. Which it might be less because I think I'm gonna edit some stuff out. But yeah, I think that's it, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I did cake up some yarn. You would have seen it on my Instagram stories. I'm gonna do this totally amazing shawl. Maybe I'll put a picture in if I can figure it out. I've never really figured out how to put a picture in while I'm talking, but if I can put a picture in, I will. It is so amazing, but I haven't cast it on yet. And maybe I'll cast it on today after I edit this video and upload it. So I do think I'm going to record and upload on a Friday. So I think I'm just gonna do like the second and fourth Friday or whatever, second and fourth, first and third Friday or something. I know some people get really into like the schedule and like look for the video and all that stuff, but it will be on a Friday every 2 weeks. Not every 2 weeks, I don't think. It's just gonna be twice a month, unless there's some special extras. Whatever. That's what I think the plan is. Let me know if you think it's a good plan or don't. Comment. I would love it if you would, but don't if you don't want to. Subscribe if you want to. Don't if you just want to be a stalker. That's cool too. And I think that's it. Let me think. What do people talk about? What do people talk about on their podcasts? Oh, what I did this week, what I did this weekend, what I've done since I last saw you. Well, what I've done since I last saw you is entirely too long to talk about. I'm trying to think. Someone asked me what I did this weekend. Oh, I had an appointment on Monday, and they're like, oh, what did you do this weekend? And I'm like, I don't remember. And it was like literally the day before and 2 days before. And I was like, I don't remember. I must not have done anything fun. So like I said, I live in Connecticut. I kind of live on the Sound, like on Long Island Sound, South Central Connecticut. It has been hot. It has been dry. We're in a drought, which means we're not going to have a fall. So one of my trees has already shed almost all its leaves. They're all on the ground. They're all brown and crunchy. It's been hot. It's been humid. It hasn't rained. I mean, we did actually just get some rain, but it's, I mean, really not enough. We've been okay so far. We have a well, but we've been okay so far, thankfully, but we could really use some rain, and I would really have loved it if it did rain more so that we could have a beautiful, vibrant fall. But unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's quite warm today in the 80s, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what it is Celsius. I act like I have all of these like viewers from all over the world. I don't think I do. So, let me think what else. I just went to Washington State to see my sister. We had amazing weather. It rained the first day I got there and the last day I was there, which was great. We went to Seattle and saw an amazing baseball game. The Yankees won. And then that was it. A flight was fine, actually. So there's been all kinds of crazy travel problems. This is the first time I've flown since before COVID. We flew American, which I heard was notoriously bad, but we only had one delay in Chicago. We had one layover each way. And on the way out, we went through Chicago and we had an hour delay. Wasn't too bad. And then on the way back, we had no delays, which was amazing. So that was fine. I wore my mask and lots of people did not, but we did not have any fights. I didn't see anybody punch anybody for not wearing one or wearing one, which was good. Everybody on my flight was very nice. It was just me and my mother traveling, so we had people other passengers offer to get our bags out of the overhead compartment, which was very lovely. So yeah, those were the two things that I was most concerned about flying was people being obnoxious and delays. So thankfully we made out well on both fronts. And then, like I said, I'm going to the Outer Banks in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited. It's been a couple of years, I think, since I've been to the Outer Banks. The last time we went, we brought Lizzie, my Great Dane. So we're going to bring her again. And we're actually staying with another couple, which I'm excited about. So I think it's just going to be like a really low key, kind of chill. The Outer Banks is in North Carolina, just for anybody who's not aware. So we go kind of like right after busy season. It's like the first few weeks of like off peak, and it's so much less expensive. You can get really cool, nice houses for a lot cheaper, and it's still warm down there, and the water is still warm because it's been heating up all summer. So it's actually a really good time to go if you are in the area enough to get there. It's actually a really good time to go. I know it's hard with kids too, and that's why it's peak, because kids are going back to school. But if you have the flexibility to go in like September, early October, it's actually a really nice time to go down there. So I'm hoping to do a lot of knitting down there. I'm hoping to take some footage so I can vlog and just kind of relax. And then I'm going to Rhinebeck in October. I'm super excited. I've got an Airbnb with my friend Andrea, the cat lady, and a friend of hers is coming. So that should be really fun. I've never met her before. Let me think. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go. I haven't been since before COVID. So 2020 it was canceled, and then 2021 I was not ready. So yeah, so I hope you guys are all well. I hope you are staying healthy. If you're not healthy, I'm sorry, and I hope you recover quickly. I don't know. I don't have a tagline. Some people say knit happy, or I hope you get to craft all the things. That's my cat lady friend. She says, I hope you get to craft all the things. I don't have a tagline. Maybe I should do a tagline giveaway. Ooh, for the rebrand. What do you guys think? Submit your taglines, and if I go with it, you'll win a prize. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. I'm so fun. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get really silly. Let me know what you think. If you want to submit some taglines, if you think a tagline giveaway is fun and you want me to have like a formal, this is the official tagline submission, let me know, and we could do that. Until then, I do hope you get to craft all the things. I don't think Andrea will be mad that I just borrowed it, but it's only until I get my own. And I'll see you next time, I think. Yeah, so next time I don't think we'll be in it Cha Chow. I think the first episode of the month will be a podcast, and then the second episode of the month will be a knit Cha Chow. So I think my next one will be a podcast, so I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.